Good morning. Hi, Dr. Melody here, and welcome to our natural and non-toxic living series. I am so excited about this, and I'm sorry that I'm running a few minutes late this morning. Did you know that I'm not a morning person? And so I apologize for running late, but good morning, everybody. So as you're hopping on, please say hello. Let me know who's here. I'm so excited to be sharing with you this morning about just amazing things that I'm learning about nature, about our health, and how we can return to nature when it comes to caring for our body, right? God gave us everything we need in nature, in the food, in the plants themselves, right? In water, like He gave us everything that we need. But we have polluted it, and we have twisted it and manipulated it, and now toxins run rampant in our life, so many of it outside of your control. It's just everywhere. And so I'm so excited to start this new series with you. It's going to be on Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time, as long as I'm not running late. So I'm so sorry. I am such not a morning person. And then have you ever had those mornings where like your eye makeup like just won't go on right, and like I had to like scratch it and start it all over? And not like I even wear very much makeup anyway, like legitimately eyeliner and lashes, but that's it. But it wasn't going right this morning. And so anyways, I'm so happy that you're here with me. Good morning. Oh, so great to see you. Sonia from Illinois, Alma, Julie. I love it. Yeah, Alma says I come alive after 9. Me too. Oh my gosh. I hit the alarm so many times this morning. And there's so many of you out there that are like, I'm up at, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. And I'm like, no, cannot do it, cannot do it. So anyways, let's dive in. Good morning, everybody. Elizabeth, Cynthia, I love to see you here. Diana. All right. All of us non-morning people unite. That's where we're at. So thank you for your patience this morning. So I wanted to talk to you about something super, super fascinating. When I learned this, I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. But then again, it makes sense, but we just have to learn. We just have to be educated. And that's what this series is going to be about, is just teaching you the things that I'm learning too, so that we can go on this amazing health journey together. And so, oh my gosh, yeah, and here's Diana up at 3:30 every day. See, I knew there were some of you out there. So, if you've been a part of our community for any length of time, you've most likely heard me talk about the Daily 5. You've most likely heard me talk about Water Wednesday. And so these are things that we can do in our health that help our bodies function at their optimal level, right? And we talk about how important it is to drink water. We need water, guys. Like there'll be, sometimes you'll look back and like, oh my gosh, like I drank everything but water today. But our body needs water. It is made of water. Our earth is made of water, right? Water is so important. However, here's where it takes a crazy turn. When water is in certain things, like your products that you put on your body and on your skin, it actually becomes toxic. And how can that be, right? Water is just H2O. That doesn't make any sense. But water, in order to keep it stable, in order to allow like a lotion or a cream to remain creamy and to not separate and, separate all the layers and, get clumpy and weird. When they add water, they now have to add additional chemicals that are toxic for you. They have to add additional things to allow it to be stable like that. So the addition of water means that there is now having to be additional chemicals that are going to make it stay that way. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to teach you that having products for your body that do not have water in them is actually the healthier, better way, less toxic way of putting things on your skin and on your body. I want you to think about your skin. Our skin is so challenging to like fully wrap our head around, like how amazing of an organ it is for us. It's a living, breathing organ. It's, it's our largest organ in our body. but we just take it for granted because we just think, oh, it's just skin. But no, your skin is a huge entry into your blood, a huge entry passageway right into your body. And so this is why they can deliver medication through a cream, through a patch, right? This is why they can do that, because it goes immediately into your blood. And so I want you to start thinking of your skin as actually a mesh. Your skin is like a super intense mesh. Things can absolutely go either way, in and out. And it's like a sponge. It just takes in whatever's on top of it because it's a mesh. If you're covered in mesh, then of course everything you put on is going to go in, right? So we have to start changing the way that we are viewing things for us to fully understand that it does matter what you put on your body, what you put on your skin, you know? And this includes like all the different things that our skin comes in contact with, like our laundry detergent that then passes on those chemicals to our clothing that then press up against our body. That still goes into our body. You know, what we wash our dishes with, that goes into our body because it's on our hands, you know? What we are around and what we breathe in, what you breathe goes into your body. So even fumes and toxins like that. So our body is just like absorbing all this stuff, and it's incredible because it does its best to keep us at an even keel, but it's working overtime. It's working overtime. So we can do things that are going to help us not have to work so hard to stay healthy, not have to work so hard to feel better. All we have to do is start identifying and eliminating the sources of toxins coming into our body, and there we go. Have you ever had what I would call alligator skin? Have you ever had alligator skin? I don't even know how else to describe it, but it's like the worst dry skin you could ever have that literally starts to look like these huge like alligator scales. Oh my gosh, that used to be my skin. I used to have that all over my legs. It was like so embarrassing. Yes, Alma, perfumes, right? What you breathe in. Those are a lot of perfumes. They smell so good, but a lot of perfumes are petroleum-based toxins that we're breathing in. Anyways, it's crazy, right? So have you ever had alligator skin or like super, super just crazy dry skin, and like, you're like, why will nothing help me? You know, like, why is no lotion or cream or anything helping me? My husband is a construction worker, okay? Just, what does that already tell you? Rough hands, right? So his hands, for our whole marriage, right? We've been married 17 years, and he's been in construction for 18. And so his hands have always been just these rough, rugged man hands, like just the epitome of man hands. And then when winter comes around, his knuckles will crack, and they're so rough, and they're so hard, and they're so dried out, and they're just so, calloused. We've tried everything. I've tried everything for my alligator skin. He's tried everything for his man hands, and nothing worked long term. It's like now it just feels greasy, or like it helps it for a little while, but not for very much longer. Like, are you a product of having half-used lotion bottles all over your house? Anybody else but me? Half-used lotion bottles everywhere. I used to keep a lotion bottle like in all the bathrooms, in my car. I have a whole like box full of unused lotion or half-used lotion in my drawers and under my sink, because nothing would work. Like, you try it for a little while and then it just doesn't work. And so it's like, what is happening? Do I just have to like live bathed in lotion? Like, how much water can I drink? Why am I still not hydrated? I'm drinking so much water. I'm putting on so much lotion. Why am I still not hydrated in my skin? What is wrong, right? Have you ever wondered those things? Like, that has fully been me. What is wrong? It doesn't make sense. But then I learned to understand what the lotions were made out of, what the creams were made out of. And when I learned that water inside of a cream or a lotion actually takes the water out of your body, then it began to make sense. So listen to this. If our skin is a mesh, that things can come and go through it because it's a mesh. If I put something that has water and all other chemicals now that I know in it to keep it stable, if I put that on my skin, but it's a mesh, water attracts water. So if I put water-based something on my skin, it attracts and pulls out the water that was in my skin. Is this starting to make sense? This is like chemistry. Chemistry 101. Guys, I hated chemistry. I hated chemistry. I had to take like the high levels of organic chemistry and biochemistry. I had to do all of this in my undergrad to get me to my doctorate program for physical therapy. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, let me take any other classes to fulfill these requirements and get me to PT school. But I had to take chemistry, and I had to take like years of advanced chemistry, and I hated it. I think chemistry was like the only classes that I barely passed, like with a C. Like, I don't have C's or D's or anything in anything but chemistry. I was like, what is the lowest amount of effort and work I can do to pass this stupid class because I hated it? And now, but I passed because I had to get to PT school, right? That was part of my trajectory of my career. But now I realize chemistry is amazing. Has God ever taken you full circle on something where you're like, oh my gosh, I used to hate that, but now I realize how important it is, and now I'm actually beginning to understand it and to like it a little bit? Chemistry is so fascinating. And now you have to be educated in your products and as a consumer. You have to know a little bit of chemistry to at least make some basic positive health decisions for yourself. So if you know that water attracts water, it's just the way the molecules are. It finds itself and it like pulls itself towards itself, okay? So if I put a water-based something, anything, on my skin that is a mesh, it will pull the water from on the opposite side of the mesh inside my skin. It will pull the water out, and then it evaporates into the air. This is why. This is why. Like, I hope some major light bulbs are like going off for you right now. This is why a regular water-based liquid lotion will never fully give you the hydrated, moisturized skin that you've been wanting. And this is why my alligator skin would never go away. This is why my husband's man hands would never be fully healed. Like, they would be softer for a little while, for like a half a day. And then every day he would have to do it again and again and again, and like nothing happening. Thank you for that light bulb, Oma. You know, the light bulbs should be going off. It's like, whoa, it makes sense because my skin is an organ. It's not a solid. My skin is not a wallpaper that I put something on and it stays on top. My skin is a breathable mesh. Things go in and things come out. They go in and out constantly. And so this was such a huge moment for me. Oh my gosh. So when I realized I have to be aware now, if I'm putting a water-based something, if water is one of the first 3 ingredients in there, it's only going to be a temporary thing. And then what were the other toxins or the other stabilizers and emulsifiers and things that they had to add in order to keep it a creamy consistency? So let me show you what I learned and what I use now that is like transformed my skin and my husband's hands. My husband's hands, they're healed. They're healed. They're soft. I can't believe it. Like, we hold hands and I just can't stop rubbing his knuckles because I'm still like in shock and almost denial that his hands are so soft. They haven't been that way for over 15 years. But this is what I found out. So let me show you guys what I use now, and it's revolutionized everything. So now I do not use liquid-based anything on my skin. This is my moisturizer. My daily moisturizer is a solid. My daily Can you see this? My daily lotion, and I don't even need to put it on every day, guys. It's so outrageous. I don't even need to put it on every day. Every 2 to 3 days, because my skin is so moisturized, and it's healing. It's healing because this is made completely from nature. This is completely from nature. There's no artificial chemicals, dyes, colors. This is a beautiful orange color because it's made with calendula, which is a botanical, which comes from the marigold flower. It's this beautiful orange color and it's healing for our skin. And so these products are not made with any water in them whatsoever. So what you do to get the moisture is you wash your face, or you clean your body, you take a shower, and you have water on your skin. You don't want to take the water out of your skin. You want to bring the water into your skin because it's a mesh. So you have water on your face, you have water on your skin, and then you rub this all over, face, body. You rub it all over and you rub it in, and then the water that was on your skin gets pulled into your skin because water is already in your skin. So the water on the outside gets pulled inside. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of what a regular lotion would do. A water-based lotion goes on top and pulls water out. But a product that does not have water in it takes the water that's on your skin from cleaning and pulls it in. And so now your skin is like extra hydrated. No more alligator skin, no more crazy cracked knuckles, no more half empty, half used lotion bottles all over the house and in the car. Oh my gosh. Like guys, it's awful how many tubs and tubes and bottles of half used or unused lotion that I have, because none of it ever worked. Because it's creamy, it's liquid, it's made with water. So I want to take the water on my skin, then I want to use something that's going to pull it into my skin. This is made with farm fresh beeswax and herbs and botanicals that support your body's natural anti-aging and healing process. And then it sucks it into the skin, and the beeswax is a breathable, it's called a humectant. It pulls water outside and brings it in. So then all day, as I walk through my day, my camera won't focus, I'm getting distracted. As I walk through my day, your skin interacts with the air around you and it pulls the moisture from the air into your skin. That's what beeswax does. That's what it's called, a humectant. It pulls the water into your skin from the outside. So all throughout the day, my skin just maintains being moisturized because it pulls water from the air. Isn't that insane? Like, isn't that the coolest thing? I'm telling you guys, the fact when my husband's alligator, and I had alligator skin, he had the man hands, the construction worker, scratchy, rough, like it was like sandpaper. Like he would rub my back, it was sandpaper hands for 15 years. And now, thanks to something amazing that doesn't have water in it, his hands and feet are the softest that I've ever felt in my entire life. We've been together for 23 years. 23 years. We were high school sweethearts, met in sophomore year of high school. Softest hands he's ever had in 20 years, right? Amazing. Yeah. So Julie, yes, using coconut oil. So coconut oil is also something that you can use. I feel like coconut oil isn't, I don't believe, and I'll have to look into this, Julie, and get back to you. Coconut oil helps to keep moisture in, but it doesn't pull moisture from the air. It's called an occlusive versus a humectant. You put it on and it holds the moisture inside, versus a humectant, like the beeswax, is breathable both ways, and so it pulls it in. Not only does it seal it inside, it pulls it from the outside. So it's a little bit different. So yeah, I've met a lot of people that all I could ever use was, coconut oil on my skin. It was the only thing that ever worked. But if you can combine a humectant like beeswax that is breathable to both ways, that pulls water from the outside in constantly, keeps you hydrated like that constantly, plus other healing herbs and botanicals that support your skin's natural renewal and healing process, which is what these have with essential oils and amazing things. It takes your skin to the next level. It takes your skin to the next level. It's really incredible. So yeah, but you're right. There's a lot of people that's the only solution that they've been able to find, you know, but this is next level good. So that's awesome. I know, isn't it amazing? So good. So thank you, ladies. So this is, oh, and then Charity, no towel drying. Yes, you can pat dry. So you use it on your wet skin, you rub it all in, and your skin is already starting to be dry when you do that. But if it's still a little bit moist, you can just pat dry with a towel. Just pat dry with a towel and you are good to go. This I only have to use every few days because my skin stays amazing for that long, instead of a lotion every 2 to 3 hours that I had to use before. It was the only way. And I was like, and I stopped using lotion, guys. I like threw it out. I was just like, I guess I'm just always gonna have dry skin. I kind of just gave up. I'm just gonna always have dry skin because I'm so tired of having to constantly put on lotion literally all day long. I gave up. But then I found out that it wasn't me, it was the product and the way that the product had been created. And why do they do it? You know, they're trying to save money, and there's a whole thing there, right? Because water is cheap, water is free. But it makes you have to add things to it, and it actually doesn't support your skin like you think it is. You're just constantly feeding toxins into your bloodstream instead of something that has no toxins whatsoever and uses the water on the outside to pull it in, right? So many amazing, yeah, Susan, so many bottles of creams in my home. I so get it. Elizabeth says, how long does this last? Oh my gosh, months, because I don't even have to use it every day. So I use it probably 2 to 3 times a week max. So it's gonna last forever, feels like forever. But here's the thing, when you love something and when it actually works for you, you use all of it, right? Versus all these other liquid lotions, they don't work. So therefore I keep collecting all these things and I have all these unused, half-used things. But if something really worked for you and you saw amazing results and you loved it and it was like immediate and substantial, you're gonna use it all. So you won't be wasting anything. And when I get to the bottom of this, I take a little wooden spatula and I like get out all the little, all the little holes and crevices when you get to the bottom. I am not wasting any of it because it's precious. It's like so amazing. I don't want to waste any. So when you love something and it works for you, you don't have half empty, half used bottles everywhere, right? You use what works until it's done and then you get it again. Like that's just the way that it works. Yeah. Yeah, Malia, I absolutely will. So in this series, in this natural and non-toxic living series that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be teaching you about nature, teaching you the things that I'm learning, teaching you how to live a less toxic life with understanding the benefits of nature all around you. And then I will be sharing these products with you. So my friends started creating these at farmers markets, almost 10 years ago. And they were selling like hotcakes because they're incredible, right? And so she no longer is doing farmers markets anymore. So now you can come to me and I am happy to share that with you and tell me your skin type, tell me what's going on with your skin. And I'll definitely give you my best recommendations for what we offer that can help you out. Yeah, so just reach out to me afterwards. Or if you comment in this thread, guys, I'll reach out to you. This is on our public Facebook page, Fit+Faith. So we need to be Facebook friends as well. It'll make our lives easier. So go ahead and friend request me as well. And then I am so happy to share. But I'm going to be sharing a lot of amazing things, both with things that she creates that I'll just fallen in love with because they're the purest that I've ever come across, because they're natural and they work and they're incredible. So I'll be sharing more with that, as well as just understanding nature a little bit more, So good. Oh yeah, Julie, you can't travel with the coconut oil for sure. I know. Yeah, these are major travel worthy. So good. Like the essentials. I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere without either of these things anymore. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, Alma says, I've been doing leaving water on your skin, adding natural oils, and it's made a big difference. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. It is beautiful like a spa, right, Alma? So good. Ah. Yes, Elizabeth, a lot of lotions contain alcohol, which dry you out even more. Isn't it amazing? I know. You're exactly right. That's why you stop using Bath & Body Works. Not only that, with Bath & Body Works, though, things smell so good, and that's the thing. They smell good, right? We want them because they smell good. But the smells are actually created from toxic chemicals themselves. And it's another way that you're just breathing in toxins as well. So starting to go more natural in your scents, things that are just purely scented from essential oils, not from created lab-based smells, as well as like candles, pure beeswax candles as well. So many different things. And we're going to dive into all those things in the coming weeks. So thank you so much for being here with me this morning. Yes, if you want to know more about either of these things for face or for body, comment below, let me know, and then reach out to me on Facebook, and I will absolutely share how you can get this, and I can give you some personal recommendations too. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you for being here. Happy Tuesday to you. Tag a friend below if you found this interesting and you learned something new. And I'll see you later on inside our Healthy Christian Women group, and tomorrow for our Rooted in Christ Devo at 8:30 a.m. All right, everybody, I love you. Have a great day.